Happy birthday to my son, Bryce. We ended up getting him, or we rehomed, better yet, a bearded dragon named Sid, because at the time he was really into dinosaurs. So this right here is Sid. We rehomed him
Bro,
from some people that we found
been in your
actually
rock
on
all
Craigslist.
day.
Yes, Craigslist still has
You
people
look
that
lazy.
put ads on there. After a small rehoming fee, he actually came with his hide, a tank, a mat, a food and water bowl, and heat lamps. The everything. So we actually didn't really need to buy much when we first got Sid, which made us very excited about the deal. Now,
You
after
gonna
a
get
little
out?
bit of research,
Well,
some
bedtime.
reptile groups in Facebook and things like that, we learned a lot about Sid, and come to find out that Sid is much larger than the tank. So he needs a bigger space. Most people believe that reptiles, lizards, bearded dragons, iguanas, things like that, they only grow to the size of their tank. That is false. From what I'm being told, they actually get uncomfortable and will eventually die. So you need to have a proper tank size and let their tank grow with them. So as the bigger they get, the larger tank you get. We found this display case on Facebook Marketplace. It's very broken and things like that, but it was free. So it's used for retail stores, and we got it for free. So we're going to be rebuilding this into a terrarium for Sid. This is me. So right now, the first step that we're going to be doing is actually removing some of the broken glass, specifically on top, because we're going to replace heat lamps, UVB bulbs, and things like that. So the first step is going to be removing that glass that's on the top of the tank itself. This is a lengthy, long process, so I got the video sped up. There's my wife, who you probably won't see much of her face just because of weird camera angles and me being a novice YouTuber. But she's helping out a whole lot. This was actually her idea, to figure out how we're going to get him in a bigger tank. And she put this whole thing really together. I just did most of the heavy lifting, but it was her idea on how we can really make this happen. So shout out to her. She's going to be helping us out. So you see me heating the glass up to try to see if we can melt the epoxy or the whatever that adhesive is to keeping that glass in. So that's going to be a big piece. I'm using a screwdriver to kind of work around the edges and work around the sides, to see if we can get that epoxy up. So far it's working out pretty good. This was actually a lengthy process to get all the glass, and then there's a bunch of glass shards and things like that. So you can see us cleaning off that epoxy and getting those glass shards out of there. This building this was actually a pretty long, drawn out process. So just kind of bear with us through this video. Alright, so my garage is a complete wreck. As y'all can see, I got cleaning supplies all over the place. I got projects all over the place. I got just bikes. I'm gonna tell you, I'm really bad at keeping stuff neat, keeping stuff organized, putting stuff back in its place when I'm done with it. So right now, before I get started, I'm going to free up some space because I'm gonna be working with saws and everything, because we're gonna put the platform of this base. We're gonna put that on top. I'm gonna measure out the sides because I'm gonna add a little bit of a lip on the end of it, just kind of give it kind of a pretty cool look, like it's custom. Like I said, this isn't gonna be perfect. It's gonna have some. I'm not a carpenter, so it's gonna have some issues. But so first things first, I need to free up some space. So I'm not gonna clean my garage up. I'm gonna straighten it up a little bit, but I'm going to move my motorcycle out of here. Probably the lawn tractor, my son's car that he's too big for, but he still loves to ride, and the bikes. And even though I need to put that bike up because he's not big enough for that bike yet, so I need to put that one up. I'll probably hang it up there with my ladder. Yeah, so that's for another project. So I'll be recording that project as well. That's gonna be for some place to put my. I'm gonna build. I've seen it on YouTube. It's gonna be a stand for our firewood for our fire pit. We do got a wood burning fireplace, but that thing don't work right. So we just use the wood that we've accumulated for our fire pit out back. So that's what that pallet wood is for. So I really need to organize that. I don't have time to fool with it today. Today, this is the thing, because this is the main focus, and it's going to be the main focus for a little while because our beloved Sid is getting cramped in his 40-gallon tank. So we're trying to hook him up and do it big for him for the one time. So anyway, hang tight. We're gonna try to get this thing cleared out, and I'm gonna start working on this joker right here. Alright, so now that I'm done clearing the garage out, now my driveway looks like crap. I'm gonna cut this, use this and all. I guess just so y'all know where I got the wood, a lot of the wood from, not every bit. I had some leftover decking wood from when we extended our deck, and then I picked up some of this plywood from the house reconstruction down the street. And then, I always got like random pieces of trash wood that I don't ever throw away, just because taking stuff to the dump is expensive. So I always try to figure out some kind of way to repurpose it. Well, anyway, I'm not going to record this whole process because I'm not that great of a carpenter, and I don't want y'all to see all my mistakes. I'll let y'all in when I'm ready. But so I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna start on this. I do got PPE So I'll be throwing on my glasses, my gloves, and I'm gonna start marking and sawing, and hopefully have a decent top for this stand. And then after that, start using that piece there, this piece right here, for the sides, which we're going to be putting some kind of stone, maybe some what's that stuff called? Maybe what most people use for backsplash in the kitchen. Put like that kind of stone on the front and the side of it. My wife bought some slate for the inside, for the interior, but the dude at Home Depot was trash at cutting it. So I got to get her to give me the receipt so I can take it back and see if he can fix it, because he jacked it all the way up. I seen what she was doing. She was going to do 2 big pieces and 2 small pieces to cover it, cover the bases. But when he put it in, when he cut it, the 2 small pieces, he cut them super uneven. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but he's super uneven. So they don't fit in there at all. Like, I don't know, we don't know what the hell he was doing. I think this is a piece right here. You should be able to tell it's like wider on one side than it is the other. So he jacked that all the way up. I hope it's something he can fix, or they can fix there. This is a budget build. We are not rich people. This is also during the pandemic. So if I don't upload this until after things start kind of getting to normal, this is during the pandemic, so money is tight. But instead of pulling that glass out, and actually I think we tried taking this apart, and I don't think this thing is meant to be taken apart, because it is literally, I think it's got some kind of glued or welded in. Like, this frame isn't going anywhere, and we got all the screws out of it, so we got to put the screws back. So we decided to go ahead and just get some Gorilla Tape. We're going to tape it up. The inside is going to have a background anyway, so that's not an issue. The glass feels really sturdy. I don't think after we put everything in it that it's going to fall apart. So we decided to Gorilla Tape the cracks. Actually looks really good. Gorilla Tape the cracks to secure those, and then we're going to reinforce them. She wants to reinforce them with wood. I don't think that's necessary, but she was wanting to put like some plywood pieces up here or something. I guess maybe this, maybe something of that. Put those up there. I don't think it's necessary, but she likes to be overly cautious with some of this stuff. I think the Gorilla Tape works just fine. Do that, and this thing, really, we're gonna put a different kind of bulb in there. Try the heat bulb or a UVB bulb, and this thing will really be done once we finish the base and all that good stuff. So, all right, update in a moment. All right, so this is where we at. I got the plywood all around. Like I said, this was free wood from a home construction around the corner. It was scrap, so I picked it up, used what I could, re-scrapped what I couldn't. Actually, I lied. Actually, I put some up there in my little wood storage area above my garage door. Anywho, I didn't show my work because I'm not a carpenter, and you should not be following my directions. This is just a video to talk about being on a budget, and being able to make stuff around stuff you get for free. I think so far in total, what I got in the platform, I think it's $40 with 2x4s, scrap wood I got around the house, and stuff that I picked up from a new construction down the street. So this is, I think I talked about it in another video, but this is the tank that we got for free from Facebook, and it was an old store display case, so we're rebuilding it as well. So this is all for our son's new lizard, bearded dragon, our beloved Sid. Shout out to the person we adopted him from. But after the adoption fee, we got a free tank and all this other stuff, and went to the pet store, started talking about him, and actually my wife took him in there and she told him how big his tank was, and it was like, oh, his tank's way too small. Great. We are on a strict budget and we just wanted to make our kid happy. So we went and got this bearded dragon. Come to find out, his tank is too small from the people we adopted him from. Thank you to those people. Appreciate you. Way more investment than what we first thought. Anyhow, this is where we're at. So I got the platform done, just plywood all the way around. I wanted a lip. My wife thought that would be pretty for a lip. And I just had just enough. If you notice, my screws don't match. Some of them aren't in perfectly, because we're going to put some backsplash tiles or something on this. This thing is going to be heavy when we're done, but you know, it's not perfect all the way around. I got some some deformities, some defections, imperfections, whatever you want to call it. I got a few of that stuff. So I didn't show my work, because why? Who are you? Are you my math teacher? I don't need to show my work, and I don't need the real carpenters and the people that really do this to be in my comments talking that cash. Why? Because I've already done it. I've already made the mistakes. Why are you commenting on it? Shut up. I know it ain't right. This ain't what I do. This is not what I do. Okay? This is just for my son. For my son. That's it. All right. So anyway, this is where we at. We got the platforms covered. Got all the 2x4s covered. So none of that shows. We're going to probably switch gears since this is done and probably start focusing more on this. We did get some slate that we're going to put in the bottom of this and grout it. We got to do that weird kind of shower opaque glass. We're going to buy some clear glass to put in the sliding doors that go in the front. Change out that bulb to a UVB, and then do some kind of background thing that we saw on YouTube. I think it's like $30 to get. And my wife is working on a new hide for him. I'm letting her do all the pretty stuff, and I'm doing the heavy lifting. Shout out to her though. She really thought this hide thing out, and she's gonna have some steps that goes up to that, and he can chill up there because he likes to climb on his rock. Yeah, but this is for the homie Sid. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, this is where we at, and I got a nice little lip because we just wanted to kind of help secure it a little bit more in place so it doesn't just fall out the back. I've used every last wood screw that I got, and my screws are they mismatch and all kinds of stuff. So I can't wait to get this project done so I can start working on my wood storage project out of pallet wood, and I can figure out what the hell going on with my lawnmower, because I just changed out my solenoid and that's all I got. And I know my battery's good. Charged it up, but it'll jump off the starter. That starter's daggone brand new. I got it when I first got the lawnmower. That was part of my rebuilding process with this, and I built this too. So yeah, I did this for dirt cheap. It's pretty much free. So this whole shebang, and get this out of my garage so I can start working on that, and then hopefully in the process I can fix this. I cannot walk and chew gum at the same time, so that's too many projects all at once. So I'm working on one thing at a time, prioritizing what's more important. We got a place to store most of our firewood for our fire pit, so that can wait. I can always jump this with the cables, but Sid needs this. All right, I'm gonna show y'all a brief picture. This is all, we're not even gonna talk about that. Yeah, we're gonna show a brief picture of Sid, and then that'd be it. Sid, why are you sitting in your food, bro? She just made this. What's buzzing, cousin? You feeling better? I know you was pissed about being outside. I've never seen you act this way. All in the food. Hey, Bubba, you feeling better? Hey, feeling better, man? That's what I'm talking about. So this is where we're at currently. Something that y'all did not see was the replacement of the glass in the sliding door. The glass that was there was also broken, and as well as it was like an opaque, you couldn't see through it. So we wanted to have access without having to reach through the top, and we wanted to leave the top stationary. So what we ended up doing is went to Lowe's and found some replacement single pane glass, and replaced it with some single pane glass. It was actually pretty cheap. I want to say less than $30 for both pieces. So we do have the stand complete. We replaced the glass for the sliding doors, and we have the slate cut. We did Gorilla Tape which I talked about in the video. We did Gorilla Tape the cracks in the glass, and it's been holding up really good. So far, no issues, and this is where we're at currently. So this is the finished product. We did a lot, and I didn't get it all on video. Just, some mistakes that I made, trying to record this whole process, and different reasons why I didn't record everything. However, this is the finished product, and this is where we're at. So we installed the slate, and we used grout to do the slate. As you can see, even though it's uneven, I was able to make it fit within the tank, because Lowe's didn't have the ability to fix what was already broken. So they just gave me a little bit of a refund on my purchase, and we went from there. The front of it is peel and stick wood flooring that we got from Lowe's. We did do a felt on top of the platform, just to have a better for aesthetically, just to make it just look better whenever reviewing it. You're seeing me turn off the lights. I'm playing with the lights. We got the regular standard bulb that was already in there that wouldn't come out too well. His heat bulb, and we also got the UVB bulb. We are going to upgrade his heat because it's just such a larger tank than the one that he was in. So a lot of things, and as well as that background. That background came from Walmart. We found a picture online, sent it to Walmart. They expanded it. I think that was maybe $10 to $15. His hide. So we continue to use his old hide. The new hide project just didn't turn out the way we would have liked it to. It wasn't very stable. So we didn't want to go that route, and having him fall off the hide. I know they're resilient, but regardless, we wanted to make sure that everything we do is safe as well. So putting everything in there, just making sure that he's all set up and ready to go before we take him from his old habitat to his new habitat. Why am I moving those around like that? I don't know. I guess I want him to have the ability to move around the tank and not just stay in his hide. So that's me. That's it. You have seen him before. We're gonna go ahead and put him in there and just see, how he likes it. Right. So, I don't know. He's looking around. A little strange settings. But all in all, it was a large project. It was a large undertaking. Oh, one thing I forgot. If you notice, it is no longer silver, it's black. It's no longer silver, it's black. So we did end up painting the frame as well, just to make it look better aesthetically. So we're really happy with it. Looks like Sid is happy with it. And this video was taken a long time ago, so I may do an update. It doesn't look exactly the same, and we've kind of upgraded a lot of lightings, put some timers on his lightings and things like that. And honestly, he just seems really happy. He's out in this tank a lot more. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Hit that thumbs up because it really helps my channel a lot. And I'm just trying to grow a little bit of a following here on YouTube as I do DIY projects and things like that. So hit that like, subscribe, and see y'all in the next video.